What up, everybody, man? Oh my goodness, I'm happy that we all could bring this to you. Look, this is something that we've been working on. We hope that you all like it. It's the first segment, first episode, for many more to come. But what more can I say? Y'all see it floating right here, man, right here. Anime Haven Podcast is lit. We got hosts like myself, Trippy OG, Dope the Phenom, whichever you prefer, Taz Law, my guy Raid, and we got Q here, man. Four of us, dynamic, super pairing. You gonna like it. As a matter of fact, I don't even need to say no more.
I pull up like ghosts. These bitches, they calling me Casper. You already know what I'm after. At first, this shit was a disaster. Growing up, I had bad luck. Two-tone in the mass truck. Skinny nigga, middle fingers in the air. Me and Shaw smoking fat blunts. Niggas act nutty like Top Pop. Talk crazy, get your wig stomped. Now they wanna know what I'm on. We strong and my mind gone. They always knew I had heart, nigga. It's been that way from the start, nigga. Palms is itching, I'm getting to the money. People loving my art, nigga. Love the way I look in my video. Small circle like a Cheerio. I got my foot in their necks. Yeah, nigga, I'm up next. I just want it for the sex. I just want it for the neck. She gon' stay for the night. She gon' fuck me out of spite. I'm just trying to be great. Stash some money in the safe. Homie, I ain't with the confusion. These niggas be picking and choosing. Nigga, I'm winning, you losing. Better show some respect, dude, before you jump to conclusion. I'm awake and you snoozing.
Y'all already know. It's Anime Haven, right? So with the first show, we gonna be introducing y'all. And as y'all can see, I'm outside. So if I swing and duck and bob and weave, dodging these bugs. Y'all know how that be in the Bronx. Look, Record of Ragnarok is something epic. Again, the name of the show, as y'all can see from what y'all looking at, Record of Ragnarok. Now, before we get into the first fight that actually happened, I'm gonna send this over to Q. Give everybody the full backstory of just what this show is really about.
All right. Well, so basically, you got the gods, right? You're talking Zeus, you're talking Athena, you're talking Thor, all the gods that you can think of. And then those that you may not be familiar with, Buddha, you know what I mean? I'm talking all of the gods, not just the Greek gods, are having this communion, right? They're having this conversation when it comes to the human race, and if we should be extinct or not. And so, what gets tossed up, or an idea that gets tossed to all of the gods, is that maybe we should let the humans defend themselves by fighting for themselves. And this came from, help me out. This came from,
I believe it came from one of the Valkyries.
the Valkyries. Appreciate you, my boy. Yeah, this came from the Valkyries. Came from one of the Valkyries. So that's basically the synopsis of how this whole thing started. You know what I mean?
Just know it sounds crazy, right? But in a sense, it kind of sounds like everything you hear about Judgment Day, right? Like, how do y'all feel about
Basically.
that? You feel me? Now, Raid, I'll ask you this. When you first saw this anime, right? What's the first thing that came to your mind? And then after watching it, what did you think?
I mean, like when I first thought about it, I was like, all right, it's gonna be like some gladiator shit. And then after watching it, it's basically like that, but it's very like there's a meaning behind it. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like it's humanity basically fighting for its survival. And it's once you start getting into it, bro, it's like, oh nah, like I gotta finish this out to see what happens, because that shit hooks you in real quick.
Like out
I
the
think one of the go ahead.
no, out the gate it does. Go ahead though, bro. It's on you.
I think one of the best parts about the anime is the humanity, like the relations like that you can definitely form with a lot of the characters. There's a lot of hooks and situations, excuse my language, situations that you can relate to. And again, everybody's life is different, but it's still like, damn, okay, I can relate with this character, even though I don't like this character.
That is a fact. That is a fact, man.
100%.
Look, without further ado, we just gonna get straight into it. This is one of the first, this like out the gate. This is the first fight. So Taz, yo, without you do your thing, man. Introduce us into this and what we about to watch because we about to do a whole live reaction, but it's gonna crunch it up because this one fight is like 3 episodes. Just so y'all know, you can watch it on Netflix.
Facts.
This is a Netflix animated series, so go on Netflix and watch it today. But this episode is about 3 episodes. So you see it say 1749. If you get confused, don't worry. We're giving you the live commentary as we watching it together. We got y'all. So Taz, let us know what we about to get into.
Yo, so first of all, shout out to the page we watching, man. Shout out to the page. You can go find them. Centurion AMV on YouTube. Definitely shout outs to them for allowing us to watch this. It is Lubu versus Thor. This is about to be one of the craziest episodes. Well, honestly, it's a very good start to the season. It's a crazy episode to start the season, especially with everything that's happening. Let's get into it.
At long last, 7 million years of human history, the apocalypse shall not occur from the fallout of nuclear war, extraterrestrial invasion, nor catastrophic asteroid collision. The extinction of mankind shall be ushered forth by the will of the gods, the very beings who created the human race, and who have now chosen to destroy it.
Should we allow mankind to exist for another 1,000 years and forgive their crimes? Eternity. By the will of the gods, you shall show me what you have chosen.
Sea filled with trash and oil. The forests have disappeared, and mankind is out of control. They have become a cancer that threatens to destroy the earth.
Let the record show that the Council of Valhalla has managed to agree on a unanimous decision to end the human race.
Wow.
Shout out to the Valkyries. Shout out to the
Big
Valkyries.
facts.
Yeah.
Yo, Odin is crazy, dog. Like those 2 birds on him are vicious, dog. Like,
Vicious.
look at that.
Consider this
I
then.
ain't gonna lie, he looked a little drip right there. He looked tight as shit.
Dolls. Why not put
Yo,
humanity?
anybody make the connection between Zeus and Master Roshi?
Ultimate
Zeus
trial
look like Master Roshi a little bit.
Mm.
Especially with the way that he acts, and especially in this fight.
Yeah.
He wanted her so bad, it was hilarious.
No facts.
13 fighters representing the gods and the human race.
This is where they're breaking down the record of Ragnarok, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And how it actually applies.
Yep.
So the gods have decided to obliterate the human race and be done with it. And if that's true, no, don't tell me. I might be wrong, but that means you're all completely terrified, aren't you?
She was bold for saying that.
Yeah. So she knew how to play them too on the mental
Yeah.
side. Because you got all of the gods have egos. So I can't just come in and say,
Exactly.
oh, let's give them a chance. Nah, y'all scared.
Mhm.
You gotta pull their strings in the best way you can. Make them all types of upset.
Right, having once been slain by them, right?
Yo, bro. Zeus is so arrogant, son.
Yo. I'm the king of the gods, bro. He ain't scared. He ain't worried about nobody.
That's a fact. I ain't trying to spoil none, but I can't stunt, bro. I don't like how they did our boy Adam, dog. But
Yeah.
I'm
Don't worry,
I'm gonna
bro. We
stick
gonna
to this
get
episode.
there. I hated that fight.
I wasn't a
Yeah,
fan
that-
of it. I
that
didn't like
was
the ending
my-
either.
The guy who's representing them.
Adam should have won that. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
Yo, I wasn't even
Spoiler
trying to do
early.
that. I'm just
Spoiler early. I ain't gonna lie, man. Lobu was he's a little menacing, bro.
he's a
I-
savage, like he's the one that but he's mad respected. You could tell because
Mad
everybody has like
respected.
the people from their era. So you could tell like he was respected by all the warriors in his time. So it's like and even even throughout this part, like Thor gives him his big ups like by his name. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
So this, but yo, this dude is a savage warrior, bro.
yeah,
Not only that, he's fought most of his life
yeah,
half-assed. Like
yeah,
he fought his
Yeah,
whole life
yeah,
half-assed.
And then on
He could
top
not
of
use his
that,
full strength at all. So this fight was able, where he was so happy. Even though he looked so menacing, he was so happy. Like
yeah.
he was able to literally be his fullest self in this fight.
Yep.
look, y'all see it right there on the video. It's right there. It said it. The next fight, Adam versus Zeus. So gear up.
Yeah. Yep.
Gear up. I gave
Yo,
you a spoiler.
Gear up to get tight. Gear up to get tight.
Gear,
You're gonna get
gear up
tight
to
with
be
that fucking
mad.
video.
Yeah.
With
Yo,
that
like
one
what you
episode,
said
you're
there
gonna get
too.
fucking
Here you
mad.
go. Here you go. They about to get busy.
Yep.
Look at Thor. Look at Lulu. Ready to get busy, son.
Back out. What up?
I like the fact that they was able to link with the whatchamacallit, with the Valkyries.
The Valkyrie.
See that was a wicked plan, bro. That she
Yeah.
came up with. That
Right.
Hilda came up
The
with.
Volander.
Because really and truly, right here, they just sizing each other up. They trying to figure out like, yeah, are you even worth my time right now? Like, I don't. And then when they both realize like you worth my time, they get into it for real, for real.
That's a fact. Zeus was already talking his bull like, hey, you been matching up with Thor. I'm like, yeah, all right.
All right. All right.
Mad arrogant for no reason.
Nah, yo, but I ain't even gonna stunt. They got funky with the hammer, bro. Like I kind of like what they did with the hammer, dog.
Peep game. This the backstory of Thor, I think.
They rushed Asgard with a
Definitely is the backstory.
a number
Turn
that
this
the
up for the people.
Asgardians could never have expected. One after another, the knights all fell to the jaws of the enemy, but one warrior was unfazed. Thor single-handedly annihilated all 66 of the Jotun. Story of Thor's victory was passed down generation to generation, and to honor his actions, the gods gave his attack a special name.
There you go.
End it, Thor. The thunder malice of
So
the
he
god of
thoughts.
combat. Thor,
Well, my man Abs got abs. Yo,
When you holding a hammer
Yo.
like that,
Like this scene right here, like how they do that whole like energy blast, bro. Like for this era, because this is like a new anime. Like the fact that they were able to pull that off in like an old school way, that's pretty
yeah,
fresh, dog.
it's dope.
I like how they
Yeah,
don't take away from the drawing style at all.
Yeah,
It's on. It's literally on. Like on.
it was in that moment that the strongest god, Thor.
You bastard. What a waste it is that you were born with the affliction of humanity.
see that smile on his face?
Finally,
He ain't
somebody
never-
was able to hit him.
Yeah, he ain't never had that before. Look at both of them, happy,
Smiling.
crazy. Because
First
even
of-
when he fought them 66 dudes that he killed in one blow, he was like,
Wondering how a human like him
God.
Hold up! Shout out to them! Shout out to his freaking army, because those were
Nah.
some loyal ass people.
Loyal,
That's
boy.
all I'm gonna say. Those
Loyal.
motherfuckers were loyal as ever.
Yeah,
That's all I'm gonna say.
loyal.
Yes,
Absolutely loyal.
it's impossible.
100%.
It's really weird. Their loyalty really weird.
I treated better myself.
The source
But you got to think too, bro. When you run into that kind of leadership that make you want to just give everything you got,
I mean,
it's
bro,
rare. It's rare.
Very rare.
I feel that. I feel that.
Because
I
when
was
they get
just
into
like-
his backstory, the only reason why they was following him like that because they seen what he was doing. It wasn't like, oh, I'm following him just because. Nah, they seen what my man was doing. They seen how hard he was training. They seen all of that. So it's like, yo, I'm gonna give my life to somebody like this, which is wild.
I'm gonna pull this part back for the people. This is them explaining the whole how the Valkyries get in tune with it.
Bet.
Which are all forged in heaven to give them their absolute power. Eldest sister, did you summon us? We 11 Valkyries have answered your call, and by your wishes have assembled here. What is it you need from us? May I ask what it is you're planning? I don't understand. How can the Valkyries help? It's party time. Greetings, Rankers. Step forth. Right? Very well. I trust you have knowledge of Thor's divine treasures. Mjolnir, the hammer that became legend when it defeated the Jotun army. The weapons wielded by the god of thunder. They're the pride of heaven, but they're damn cheap, if you ask me. For us to stand a chance against Thor, we need to outclass those armaments of his.
What's going on? It's like from Lubu's power. Is it starting to glow?
Behold the vast power that lies deep within each Valkyrie. It's our trick for leveling the playing field against the gods. Divine Treasure Forge. Fall under.
According to the Edda, is Mjolnir, one of the mightiest instruments of the divine treasures. With enough force to shatter the earth, power flows from it like lava, capable of incinerating the very life that wields it.
How you make a weapon so strong it could kill the person wielding it?
That's a bro. Like,
what my man said.
Only animes.
Forming a divine arm to prepare for some impending heavenly crisis. The Valkyries, the heroes they've chosen, transforming themselves into the most perfect weapon suitable for that warrior. In this way, the sisters grant them their powers to rival those of the gods. Their newfound ability to face off against the gods or Ragnarok.
Now let's just get into this fight.
Only one.
Just in case you missed it, what they basically saying is the Valkyrie are about to become the weapons that they can use to defend themselves against the god. Crazy.
Let's talk about that real fast.
Yeah.
Imagine you got a weapon to defeat the gods.
Or at least hit them.
Or at least
What
put
kind
you
of
on a level playing field.
Look at this.
what kind of weapon would you make?
What you got?
What kind of weapon would you make?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! First of all, shout out to my son's shins. Them shits were strong as shit.
Because they held up for a quick second.
Bro.
They held up for a second.
Shout out to his mighty steed, dog. His horse was his ride or die, dog.
Yeah, look, pulled
Bro,
up.
look, here he come. Here come Red. Here he come.
Bro.
Oh,
And he still stood up. Shout outs to his shins, bro. Like, for real, he still stood up.
Stood up. Yeah. He about that life for real.
Yeah. Like, what are you standing on, bro? It's literally.
What
like,
are you standing on?
Look at that. Look at that savage, bro. Loving that shit.
How you jump?
But
First of all, Trip, do me a solid. Pose that real fast. We cannot go past the fact that my son's shins were busted in two. Like, the niggas was literally just hanging like that. And he jumped on. How you jump on a horse like that, bro?
Yo, so being that we probably got like 5 or 6 minutes left, right, in total, right? I'm gonna jump forward a little bit because you're like, yo, bro, like I said this, like, yo, bro, how are you still even trying to fight, bro? Your leg,
how you even
broke?
Yo, but peep game though, his will as a human being is
Yeah,
pushing
come
him
on.
to be the greatest war. You get what I'm saying,
Come
bro? So it's
on.
like
Yeah.
that aspect of the story is what makes it a powerful episode or
Yeah.
episode, a series of episodes. Because the fact of like, look right here, him as a kid, this is what he wanted his whole life was to fight at his maximum potential. And the fact that
That's a
on
fact.
broken shins, my boy, on broken shins, he can jump
I'm
up
still.
and become one with that horse. That's
Yep.
human will right there,
Look,
bro.
Yeah,
let's
it
get
is.
into it. Let's get into the part with the horse because look,
Yeah.
everybody's probably like, yo, I was talking all through the episode. How are we supposed to know? That's the reason why we said you gotta go on Netflix. It's a Netflix series. It's called Record of Ragnarok. This is the first joint. This is just us reacting to it because we know everything that's going down. But you gotta keep game. Like he broke his shins and he still got on this damn horse. All right, you know what? Let's get to it.
Talk his mighty steed, a worthy foe, one he'd gladly call his comrade. How amusing.
How amusing. Thor laughed at him.
Nah, bro. Thor's about to give him the work, dog.
Like Milner is not beating in the background like a heartbeat.
Look at his face.
Look at his face.
He looks deranged.
I like when they do that, bro. When they do those little side clips.
How is he doing that? How is he doing that if his shins is broke?
Oh.
Where did he get his
don't even
strength from?
Did
He
you
don't care
just
about
break
them
the
shins no
horse's ribs, bro?
Legit.
Yo, look at that. Bomb.
But it's the sense of like happiness in both of their faces, bro. Like they just both over the moon right now with happiness. Like they get in a fight at this level.
They're both war driven.
Bro, you see the Valkyrie just left, right? Yeah, I saw the Valkyrie.
Just,
so look
out
at
of there.
My son bit his
Yo, he
arm
rips.
off.
Yo, savage, bro. Yo, and smiles.
Nah, and he
smiles.
And he's still charged in full force.
Yeah.
Oh, Lobo is crazy, bro.
Wow.
He already got one arm ripped off. He said, "Bump it." And how you bite your own arm?
Because the second one was dangling. It was a liability. It was a liability. You had to get rid of.
Liability to what? Your leg broke. You got no arms. You broke the horse's rib cage on an attack where you got smoked. What the f was you doing? You know what? We're gonna finish it.
What was you thinking?
Yeah,
that right there.
He said he gave everything he had.
Yep.
Going out like a G.
Like a champ. Look at him.
Knocking his block off.
Bascalati.
Sorry, it might be gruesome for some, but yo, he ping ponged.
Yeah.
Ping pong? Nigga, yo, bro. His head got curveball, my nigga.
Yeah. But bro, just imagine, bro. He been waiting his whole life to get that feeling, though.
Now look, y'all see Thor 1, right? All I could say is for us, because we got to see the full thing, we seen the backstories. How did y'all really feel? Like, whoever wants to go first, and then we just pass it around real quick. You know, sum it up real fast. How did y'all feel about this first fight to start the series?
I thought it was a pretty good fight to start off, to be honest. It was. I'm not gonna lie, I've watched a lot of anime. I've watched a lot of, Marvel comics, DC comics. I've seen a lot of different versions, I guess you would say, of Thor. And this version, I would say, was the most interesting and most I forgot the name of that specific mythology. The Norse mythology, it was the most closest to it and very interesting. Especially at the fact that instead of Thor's hammer being just like this hammer, it was actually living because if you know
alive.
it was alive. You know that it's actually holding the infinite thunderstorm or temporal storm. If you know, you know. and basically for it to like have a heartbeat, for it to have some type of living feel to it. It was interesting to say the least. And Lil Boo, they say, shout outs to my son. I know you missing your head, but shout outs to my boy.
He said, "Yo, I know you missing your head, but shout out to my boy. Yo, that got it, bro. That got it. Look, man. At the end of the day, this fight was crazy, bro. Like it was reckless. I know we got a lot more to say, but we're gonna keep it short for this first episode, y'all. All right, we're gonna keep it short because we're running out of time. We probably got like 30 seconds, but Record of Ragnarok, get into him, bro. He home run derby his head. Okay, we coming back next week for the next episode. I'm tripping.
Holla at your boy.
You got Taz, you got Q, and we got my boy. Should I say it wrong one more time? You know, I had to. Go ahead. You gotta talk, yo. You be so bad. You like, yo, you seen the context?
Nah, yeah, but like that's what I'm like, yo. I just want to get into that, bro, because it's like the whole intricacy. Because I was out of anime, right? Like I didn't even give it no thought.
As you were saying, bro, because it got so real, I couldn't even really end the episode. I'm like, you know what? We got to give him like 5, probably 6 more minutes. Like, so go ahead, bro. It was so intricate.
Nah, it's real intricate to start off with, right? Because it's like, okay, like it's a cartoon, but it's like if you trying to get into or get back into anime, it's the perfect type of series to start with because of how complex everything is. Because not for nothing, if the Valkyrie doesn't do what she does throughout the episode one, we don't got no shot. You feel me? So it's definitely worth the watch.
That's a fact. How you feeling towards the Q?
Man, I'm gonna keep it a stack, bro. I was really I was really first of all glad that y'all even brought this anime to the table, bro, because I ain't gonna lie to you, this is not really my cup of tea. I don't really watch these specific types, especially when it comes to like the gladiator type, fights and stuff like that. I usually watch more like the storyline type joints, but this is got my attention, man, because it was I want to touch on something that Ray had said earlier with a human's will. Like when you know you are getting ready to do something that's going to take everything that you got. And what Lobu was basically showing was like all my life I was training to be the best at something, and I was never even able to give it everything I had. But now I finally got an opportunity to do it. I'm not going to let it pass. It don't matter if I have to give my head. I'm going to give it everything I got. I'm going to give it everything I got just to make sure that I can experience the full force of everything I've been training for my entire life. And I just think that's really applicable to us as humans, to us as everyday people. Like sometimes I feel like we don't give it our all, especially when we get that moment to give it our all. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta think a little bit like Lil Boo, man. When you get that opportunity to go all the way out and to see how good you really are, don't let that opportunity pass you up.
I gotta agree with you and Ray there, man, because it's like when you look at it, when you look at the whole synopsis of how they bring this to you, it's like, it's a tournament out the gate. Forget the tournament. They was already about to smoke us. She pulled up
no chance.
Valkyrie pulled the code on them. So now we know that. No. Now we know that somewhere down the line, the same way how we have rules and regulations through government, even these gods have certain rules and regulations they go by, because she pulled out Record of Ragnarok. That's a code by law that you could pull. That's how we got the tournament. So she already mapped it out. Boom. Then she pulls the stunt with the Valkyries helping them and turning into weapons, extra fire. But with this fight alone, what I like the most is first, just what Taz said, they implemented the whole situation with Thor's hammer actually being alive. Like it was its own entity. And even if you watch Marvel, you read the comics, we always knew it was its own entity, but they actually captured that and showed it. You get what I'm saying? When you look at Lobu, yo, bro, he's different. because not only was he a savage, he didn't care. He was looking at Thor like, oh, so because you're a god, you thought you was just gonna easily beat me. Now you're gonna have to kill me to beat me.
Yeah.
That's what it showed. Like, it already shook the gods because you saw how Zeus was arrogant. When you actually watch this series, it'll show you that at the ending of this episode, and mind you, this is probably like episode 3 or 4 in the actual series itself, where they ended, he's actually like shooken up, like, I didn't know they could do that. And mind you, they forget, yo, I created us. So you didn't think that we was going to be able to capture what y'all did? Like, eventually there was going to be one point where you created the one person that could do something, and you forgot that you gave him all this extra. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not
they
gonna
created
lie,
them in their own image.
Yep.
That's a little
just
spoiler.
to piggyback off of that, nobody has brought up the fact that Lubu was the reason why Thor was able to tap in to Mjolnir's real strength.
It's a fact.
He never did it before that.
And he's not exactly. He never
Yeah.
did. He's never done it before in the whole, however long that this series has been. Like they want to jack that their time has been, and not up until a human, a person, made a god tap into his real strength.
Here's one thing that I do want to bring across to everybody's attention. Some of the people that you're hearing, yes, they're gods, but on the human end, these humans are not like people today. These are like, you have ancient gods, you got top notch. So if they got to go get you from the grave and beyond, that's what they did.
They about to go get
Every human is from the grave and beyond. Like, they have a story behind them. Like,
they're noble. They've held armies. They've killed people in mass dozens. If you know, you know. They've been able to. They've created things legit. They've held, like, they are the greatest losers, but I'm not gonna say too much. The greatest losers become the best winners. That's all I'm gonna say.
Facts,
to say the least.
What I really mess with the whole thing, it's like it's the human aspect of it. They also, throughout the series, they push the gods to their limits, right? Like every single fight, every single scenario, we push them to their limit, to where they have to go to how Thor never used this technique before, and he had to bust it out. You get what I'm saying? So it's like that's a big part of the story too, of as why the gods want to get rid of us. Because the Valkyrie's not like Brunhilde, she's not just saying that they're scared to like mess with their mind. Like, that's why the gods want to get rid of us, because Hercules, right? Like, I'm not gonna try to spoil anything, but how does he become Hercules, right? You get what I'm saying? So it's
human.
like,
he was human.
So once you watch the story and you start getting into it, you're like, oh, you start understanding like the whole psychology as to why they want to get rid of us. So like, this is a very interesting show, bro. You should definitely check it out.
Don't give him too much. Don't give him too much. Trippy, go ahead, go close us out.
Listen. If you like look, I'm gonna keep it like this. If you like historical figures, if you like things that actually can be tied into history, if you're a fake history buff, if you're a fake religious buff, whatever it is, this show will actually get you in tune, and you will like it. Guaranteed.
I like this.
100%.
Another spoiler alert. And it's with the same one I already did. Imagine, because it's going to happen. Zeus is made in the image of God, correct? Correct. That's
Adam.
Look at him,
right? That was Adam.
Adam.
No.
He's talking about Zeus. No, he right. He know what he's talking about. Yeah, you're right. I'm with you.
Mythology-wise, Zeus is made in God's image.
Yes.
That's why you have a Poseidon. That's why you have a Hades. You don't have a Hades how do you have a Zeus and a Hades? So Hades, you know what Hades means. He's the leader of the underworld. Zeus, come on, bro. Zeus is in the image of God. And now we have God's first creation. See, I said Adam was in the Adam is man's first creation. So remember what I said earlier?
What?
How they probably messed up. You fell asleep. Oh, damn, I slipped up and I made something better than what I was supposed to. That's what
Yeah.
the whole thing breaks down once you get to that fight. They made certain people in this world that were overpowered because they didn't
the OP.
need to. And they knew down the line that this was what it was. So they're getting shook now because now you're scared. Your own gods and higher beings couldn't take down some of these people. But you literally have a fight that's going to come up next. And yes, it's going to be brutal. That fight, we're going to show the whole fight entirety.
Yeah.
When I say Adam gives it up and shows Zeus, you might have messed up making mankind and thought you was just going to erase us without a fight. Nah. You're going to get the whole entity of that all in one episode.
Yeah. Let me just say one thing. The man don't fall to his feet. The man doesn't fall. He don't fall to his feet. There's two characters in the regular Ragnarok from what I've seen that do not fucking fall to their feet. No, 3. I'm lying. 3 of them. That's how real it is. I started blurring out. 3 of them. And they don't fall to their feet. They stay standing. And I'm not gonna lie. You gotta give those are some of the most intense fights because you gotta give it to them. Gotta give it to those 3 intense fights, bro, where they don't touch the floor.
Literally. Yeah. And as you can
see, this is one of my favorite ones.
Adam started it.
You feel me? If you lose, you die. So it's not like, oh, you just lost. So that means they
you did.
Died standing on their feet. You understand that? Ain't no knocking me down on my knees. I'm gonna die standing up, looking at you like you did that. We went to work. Remember my name. You feel me? But other than that, y'all, this series is crazy. This episode was fire. First of all, salute to Q, salute to Ray, salute to Taz. It's up. It's your guy Trippy OG. This is Anime Haven, not Heaven, but Haven, because I'll figure out that slogan when I come back with episode 2. Y'all know the vibes. Look, when I come on this show, we might talk over certain episodes because it's like, you're not going to really learn much from what we talking over. If you see we pause the screen, that's because we need you to understand and grasp what we're saying. But just like we did now, we will, no matter what, still give you a breakdown. It's been real, y'all. This is episode 1. We catch y'all next week for episode 2, man. It's the same crew, same cast. Let's figure out what day we're going to drop this. Then we figure out the regular schedule. Peace and love, baby. All right.